Hey, what's up, guys? It's Checkmate Flips, and we're going to wait for a few people to get on, but today we're going to talk about 𝗬𝗂 and why you need it. And if you don't already have 𝗬𝗂, this is going to be really helpful. If you already have 𝗬𝗂, like probably a lot of you guys, this will just be further confirmation, and maybe we'll talk about some things that we can use with 𝗬𝗂 in order to get better at OA. But yeah, today I took mostly a day off today, which was really nice. I think I needed that. Slept in again, decided to go out to breakfast this time and like do some journaling and some reflecting on the last couple weeks. Yeah. And then went to the library and just relaxed. It was just a really good day. This afternoon took a nap. It's kind of the beauty of running an Amazon store. Like if you're okay with the amount of money that you're making, then like why work harder? Christiana, good to see you. She's in the other room. You get to stay home and just relax if you want to. So I really appreciate that part of the business where, you know, like you can take a day off if you want to. I mean, most people take Saturday, Sunday off, but oftentimes I'll work those days and then like take a random Thursday off or a Tuesday or something. We'll get into the 𝗬𝗂 stuff once we have a few more people. So if you're watching this on replay, feel free to skip ahead. But we do have Benbookstheworld here, so we're gonna go ahead and add him to the stream.
Yo, what's up?
Good to see you.
Can you hear me?
I can. All the way from Peru.
Oh yeah, just got checked into my new apartment for the month.
You rocking your Cellar Amp shirt?
Oh yeah.
Heck yeah. I haven't gotten mine yet.
Shirt.
Yeah, it's cool. It's basically like the 2018 version of the 𝗬𝗏𝗃 shirt.
Yeah.
Basically.
Exactly. Yeah, everyone's rocking them now. I really like them though. They're very comfortable.
Yeah.
They're well fitting. How you been, dude? I haven't talked to you since like Colorado, I think. That was the last time.
Yeah, I think we had that trip and then you and Jake came and hung out. That was fun. Yeah, it's kind of been a roller coaster of a time since then, but it's been good. You've been doing a lot of traveling, huh?
Yeah, no, it's been a busy like last 4 or 5 months or so. Just kind of been going all the time at traveling. It's been very busy.
Yeah, what's that been like?
It's been amazing. Like I've been so happy just traveling and just getting to experience all the like different cultures and meet new friends at hostels and just get to experience like different parts of the world. And now getting to experience Peru and just working on my Spanish and stuff, but also excited to get a little focused on Amazon again now too. So that's why I got the apartment for the month so I can get some more like focused work done.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel like for me, if I were to, well, like for one, like my wife and I are planning on going to Peru in November, so I think that's going to be really cool.
Nice.
But I feel like if I were to travel a lot, I would probably like to do the stay for 3 to 4 weeks and like have my own space and like go out like I think I'm a homebody and I like my routine, but I also like seeing new things and experiencing new things. So that's nice from like that perspective of traveling, I think. So I think I would appreciate the apartment.
Yeah, I'm kind of similar too. Like I can just have like a randomness every day, but if I actually want to get like focused work done, I kind of need to have a routine.
Yeah. And I mean, like, you only need to work so much, right? Like,
yeah, I mean, there's not that much I need to do, primarily my goal now is just setting up better systems to buy stuff every day and just kind of be better about restocking popular stuff and build. I'm kind of changing more to like going really wide on stuff than deep on certain products, and kind of build out like a wholesale sort of catalog, but with OA, just like having all these different products to choose from, and basically breaking down like what I want to profit a month into like this many $50 profit a month replenishables, this many $100 a month profitable replenishables, and just do something like that kind of. And then my goal is to get a VA that basically goes through my inventory lab, ACE and profitability each month, and goes and takes all the items and then puts those source links for those items into the right buckets of where they are on the replenishability scale, which is my plan the next like week or so to kind of figure out how to set that up.
So do you have a document that links like all of your ASINs to the source links?
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I have everything I've ever purchased kind of just on one. Well, actually, it's across like 3 different documents, but like pretty much everything's in one place mostly.
It works for you.
Yeah, it's not the most organized. I mean, it's organized as in if I put in the ASIN of the item, I'll find it really quickly. But I want it just to be more visual where I can see like, all right, if I'm trying to make 10 grand a month, this is how many things I need in each of these categories. And if a lead isn't doing that, finding one to fill that spot and just kind of making it more systematic to look at it based on like how much I've been selling a month and like what I need to sell of that product.
Yeah. And so like, how do you think you're going to do that?
Well, so I'm basically going to take the source sheet that I have right now, and so train a VA to look at my ACE and profitability. So like, for example, this lead did $300 in profit last month, or like I've been like a lead I've been selling for a couple months. And so in my spreadsheet, then under $300, I'll have like different levels, like $100, $200, $300 profit replenishables.
That's so organized.
That's kind of what I want to do. Originally, my goal was to have 200 ASINs that are at least doing $50 profit a month. But I think it'll just be a little easier to see the different levels of ASINs I have. And basically, when I test a new product, put it into like the $50 a month bucket until it starts selling, and then can level up to that next bucket. But it's a little like extra work, I think, but if I haven't had a VA doing it, I think it would be really organized for not that much extra work.
Yeah, and like you could train her to go into your Seller Central inventory and like take a look at like how many units are sold every month.
Yeah. I think I was talking to Garrett, and he was saying something that he does is, or I don't know if he does it or if it was an idea, but I would implement it also. Like, yeah, exactly. Train the VA to go in and say, this is how much you have left for inventory, and this is how many you've been selling a month. So based on that, this is when you need to reorder.
Yeah, that's and you're using a prep center, correct? I mean,
yeah, I just switched to a new prep center. So far they're amazing, like so fast.
Cool.
And the way they like log the inventory is so much better. Like with my old prep center, every time they sent out a shipment, I would have to go back through my purchase spreadsheet and then log everything that got shipped out. And so like this had 10 got shipped out, and I had 15 that I ordered, so 5 were remaining, and I would highlight it. And then the next time they did a shipment and they shipped those last 5 out, then I would close out that tab. And so I would always do the reconciling myself, which was really annoying to do. But with this new warehouse, she just highlights it in a certain color once it's received, and it'll say like received all or received 9, and she'll highlight it in blue. And then once it gets shipped out, the whole row gets highlighted in red or in green. And so anything that hasn't been received yet is still in white. And so if there's stuff that's older and it's still highlighted in white, I can go back and check way easier now. Oh, did that get canceled, or did something happen with it, or did it get lost? Whereas with the old one, I wasn't finding out if inventory was lost or if it didn't get shipped out until like a month after, because I was like, it took so long for me to actually see that it got received and shipped.
That's important.
Yeah, so like it was really hard to follow up if Kohl's shorted me like 5 quantity on an order, because it's like a month after I ordered it.
They're like, well,
why are you asking me after a month?
Yeah, I had that happen. I do a lot of eBay to Amazon, and a couple of times I've been so slow that like the return window, like it had passed, and I'm just like, well, I'm out $100.
Yeah,
like I need to be more on top of this. But
are you still sticking with a lot of the model you were doing before, or have you kind of changed it around a bit?
It's like very, very similar still. And it's been like sales have been amazing through this first half of the year. And then also I'm needing to pivot now because I made a couple bad purchases on like stuff I probably should have looked at the 𝗬𝗏 better, IP wise, and I have a couple IP claims on my account. And so of course with this model, that's the risk. Like you don't get those removed really. So
yeah, because they don't really have like invoices or stuff to show.
Exactly. So the account is actually at risk right now, which is a bunch of fun after having leveraged. So I'm kind of reevaluating things, moving to like lower ASP stuff where customers aren't going to like care so much, because like my ASP was like 190 for the last several months.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So like people really care about each transaction, and so they're more likely to like give issues. So I'm basically just like evaluating and like lowering my credit for now. It's super weird because like I was trying to spend more every week since like November probably. And now I'm like, all right, let's pay myself, let's pay credit, and like get to like a point where it's like the success of the last 6 months is like locked in, and then we'll see from there like what to do, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly where I am right now. Like I was just kind of always getting my purchasing in, but anything other than that in the business, I wasn't really paying that much attention to. I was just making sure I was hitting my spending goals. But like as far as creating more systems and just being super on top of stuff, I just wasn't really doing. So like the last couple weeks, I've slowed down, realized the prep center wasn't working that well, switched to the new one, made that switch because I'm really lazy when it comes to change. If it's kind of working, I usually don't make a switch my thing is always like, if it's not broken, don't fix it. But sometimes you have to fix it. And so I made that switch, and now I'm just kind of easing up a little on spending and trying to build the better systems to keep track of stuff. And now going forward, and I was just having a lot of stuff that was tanking too. So I'm just trying to buy better inventory and just kind of go from there. And basically, because I had some like 10 grand profit months like back in December, January, and like February. And then like lately it's been a lot less. And because a lot of the times I was just doing ridiculous volume on like 2 or 3 products, but it's not really sustainable. So now I'm trying to build a more sustainable system. And so that's kind of been restructuring a lot.
What you're talking about with the whole like finding products that do $50 profit a month. Did you take the OA challenge?
No. Is that the clear? Is that clear the shelves?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I haven't actually done that.
I just know I was talking to John, Side Hustle Experiment. He was talking about how he really liked that program, and a big thing of what they try to do is build out as many like $50 product items as they can, and that quickly turns into like a bunch of replenishables.
Yeah, that's kind of my goal, because like there's definitely really good products you can find that do good volume and can do not like crazy numbers, but like it's so easy to find like just a ton of products that are like $3 to $5 a month that you can sell.
3 to 5. Oh, profit.
Yeah.
Wait.
$3 to $5 profit a month that you can sell 10 to 20.
I thought you're like, it's so easy to find stuff that you can make $3 to $5 a month on profit. Wow.
Yeah, that would be crazy. So much money. No, but just like those smaller ones, and you're only buying like a little bit of them too, so like you're never that like deep on them, and if they don't sell as well, it's like not that big of a deal. Or if they tank, you just sell out and move to the next one real quick. So it's like, I like the volume model.
Yeah. Shoot, I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah, about I'm curious your thoughts on this system, but for me, with my like trying to stay in stock on items, like what is it? Seller Central is just like so glitchy about how much stuff you have in stock.
Yeah, the restock inventory thing.
Well, no, like let's say you're looking at your most profitable item in Seller Central, like it'll say like you have like 50 in stock or whatever, but like how do you account for like what's at the prep center, what's on the way to the prep center, what's on the way to Amazon?
That's always the really hard part.
So the way that I deal with this is in my Excel sheet, like when I purchase, I just go on the side, like I have a column for it, and I just say like 18 inbounds, like July 5th. And like I have like an estimate of how many I think I can sell a month. That works pretty well for me. But
I'll have to look into that.
I don't even know if it's worth changing, but that's something that works well for me, because it's like sometimes I'll have like 60% of like my inventory like on the way, and so it's like, how do I make purchasing decisions if I don't account for that?
I usually just go based off of my unlisted inventory. Because that'll show you what you have unlisted.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't think all prep centers use that, so like it's not something everyone's doing. But yeah, when I have that unlisted inventory, I can just look and see how many I have on the way. And I think if you go to the 𝗬𝗠 profitability, it'll tell you what you have at Amazon, and I think it'll also show you your unlisted. I forget, or maybe you have to do those both separately, but I usually just do that, and then I can kind of see what I have in stock. But I think there's better methods to do it, so I'm still figuring that out.
Yeah, but it's like, if you want to be at the level, like not like warehouse Amazon lit level.
I do not want to do that.
I mean, like my method of like selling used electronics like would be so much better with a warehouse, but like I don't want a warehouse. I just don't. Like I like the flexibility so much more.
So much to deal with if you do that. Like definitely prep centers have their cons to them, and like we saw that with like Tiger Lily's mess right now.
Were you using them?
No, I wasn't.
Oh yeah, you were in the New Hampshire.
Yeah, I was using American Warehouse, which like is still a good prep center. It's just, like I said, there's better ones.
Yeah, that makes sense. Also, Tiger Lily was charging me for like, it was like $1 a unit, but then they'd charge me like $1.50 for a box, and it like ended up being like $2.50 a unit, which is okay for what I'm doing, but it was just flat rate is kind of nice.
Yeah, definitely. Where are you going in Peru when you come here?
We're gonna go to Cusco. I know you're in Lima.
What?
You're in Lima, right?
Yeah. I'm in Lima right now. It's a really cool city. Like there's so many different provinces, and like each one is so different. Like the last 5 nights I stayed at hotels in Miraflores, which is like the kind of modern, like nice area. And then there's San Isidro, which is right next to it. And that's like the fancy upscale financial district area. And then now I'm in Barranca, which is kind of like the more hip artsy, a little like older town.
Hmm.
And so, but they're like all next to each other. And so it's pretty cool.
That is cool.
They're each different vibes. And they're all like on the ocean overlooking like the cliffside. And there's like bike paths that go all around Lima, like along the ocean.
Yeah, like I have to admit, your reels have made me and my wife consider going to Lima instead of Cusco. But what's that?
I think Cusco has really good hiking and just
Exactly.
cool nature stuff. This is more like city life, or like if you want to surf, there's good surfing here too.
Yeah. But like beaches are really pretty, and like they're all unique, and like getting to see the culture like intermixed with that is really cool.
Yeah. No, I like it. I've never lived in a city really before, so this is like my first experience of that.
Really, you've
But
never lived in a city?
no, not like a big city. So
Oh, like I guess now that I think of it, I don't think I have either. I've always kind of been in the suburbs.
yeah, I mean, I've never even lived near a big city because like Vermont has nothing, and then I was just traveling, and even
Sure.
when I was in Costa Rica and Panama, none of those places were like very busy cities. They're all smaller towns. So like going from that to like I think it's like 6 million or something in Lima.
Really?
It's I might have to fact check that, but it's definitely a large amount of people. Let's see.
I'm curious too. Google's saying 9.7.
Oh wow, yeah, 9.7 million.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah, like I said, it's massive.
Dude, that's a huge city. I think Denver has like 1.5 million. And I don't even know if I'm right.
Yeah, I got my Spanish class starting on Monday, doing like a intensive course for 2 weeks. So I'm excited about that.
Yeah.
I actually have what time is it? In like 10 minutes, I have my onboarding call or whatever it is. I think it's
Ooh,
like
that'll be cool.
it's to like gauge my level. So
Garbage. No,
I've been able to like communicate pretty well, and like because in Peru nobody speaks English, at least in
really?
Lima. Like compared to Costa Rica and Panama, you wouldn't have to know a word of Spanish. Here, like nobody knows a word of English really, unless you're at like a expensive place. Which I really like because it forces me to only talk in Spanish. And so far I've been able to like understand people pretty well.
Yeah, that's cool. I think my wife has been doing Duolingo for the last like 90 days. She has like a 90-day streak.
That's awesome.
It's impressive. But yeah, there's nothing like being in the country and like doing an intensive and like being surrounded by it. So yeah.
It'll be good. Like Peru has so much to offer too. Like the food is amazing. Like Lima is one of the foodiest cities in the world apparently.
Really?
Yeah, they also have like the 4th best restaurant in the world here. It's like a Michelin star place. I might try to go to it one of these nights.
Yeah, you should.
They got like a 12 ecosystem menu where it's like all like special plants and foods they each tell like a story. Like it's crazy. I saw a TikTok video about it, and like it's all like super simple foods that are just like combined in a way that's like crazy. But
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited for it.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you know Josh
I do know him, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna come down here and join me once his
really?
passport comes in. Yeah.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, we're gonna split this apartment for whatever time he's there for like 2 weeks probably.
Nice.
Hopefully his passport comes soon, because that's pretty much all we're waiting on now.
He's been doing well on Amazon lately too, I think, right? I think he's like pushing 30-40K, maybe 50K.
Yeah, he might have I think he hit 50 last month.
He did hit 50?
Yeah, I think so. He's on a similar, like the same numbers as me now. So like it's been cool seeing that growth really fast.
Yeah. And like I think I was messaging him like every day, like around a month ago. Like, he's a cool guy. Like, I like him.
Yeah, he's awesome. I went down there when I went to visit him in North Carolina, which was fun, at his new apartment, like right after he moved in. And he also was part of the interview for the documentary for Amazon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
what was that like? Do you
it was
want to
cool.
explain what that was for people who don't know? But
Yeah, so my friend Mayor, his dad makes documentary movies, and he's been following like my travels and Amazon journey and also other people's, and he thought it would be really interesting to basically interview people that decided not to go to college and took like a different path to life, I guess. And so I flew to Vermont where I grew up, and he filmed me like in my hometown and like the high school, and I did my story, and he interviewed like my parents and stuff, and they had like a producer. It was all very professional. And then I drove down to Philly area, and we interviewed Tim, and we just kept driving and interviewing Josh also, and then they flew out to California to interview 𝗬liche and Jake Carter. And they interviewed Danny too and Garrett in Miami. And then hopefully the documentary will be on like Amazon Prime, and I think their goal is to get it on Netflix maybe too. So
that would be super cool.
That would be really cool.
Yeah, that would be a bunch of fun. Because like, how old are you, Ben?
20.
You're 20. Yeah, like there's just so many young people out there just like crushing it, like making absolute full-time incomes, and like more than that. Like freaking Jake just is an animal. Like, yeah, it's just crazy that like I wish that for me, like I'm 28, and like it would have been so cool to have known about Amazon and reselling like 10 years ago. But like you can't get down on yourself because you started like a couple years ago, you know, like you just got to start now and like make something out of it now, because like you're gonna spend the next 10 years of your life like not doing what you want to do. So
yeah, there's a lot of opportunity now, and especially with Amazon, it's like easier. I mean, there's more and more people doing it, but it's also easier and easier to like start because of how much information there is out there. And if you're willing to do the upfront work, it can be good and really grow quickly. I mean, the one who's that one person I've been following? I think like FBA 𝗬𝗁 or something. Like her sales have just exploded from like I don't know. I think she did like 20 or 30K last month, and she's at like 45K already this month now.
Oh, already this month?
Yeah, she's up like 257% or something from last month.
Wow.
So she definitely figured something out.
Yeah.
So, like
figured credit out.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I got a good amount of credit now and good amount to spend. So like I'm trying to consistently be in the 40 to 50 grand a month spend with the 20 to 30% ROI. Oh, I think I got my Spanish.
Right. Well, it was good having you on, and hope you have a good rest of the day. Take care.
Yeah, you too. I'll be free like the next month, so we'll definitely have to jump on.
Let's do it again.
Talk more. All right. See you, Seth.
Peace. Cool. Well, it was good talking to him. And we have in the title that, well, actually, I don't even know what the title is going to be. Maybe we'll title it "Hanging Out with Ben." But yeah, it's cool. It's cool to. I just think it's inspiring if you guys go on Instagram or like connect with other resellers, just seeing the stories of people who have done really well for themselves on Amazon. And there are 16, 17, 18, 19, 20-year-olds who are just crushing on Amazon. And you can look at it two ways, and you can say like, man, that's really depressing. Like, look at me. Like, I sell, like, hypothetically, like I sell like 4K a month, and like there's these 18-year-olds who have like 5 million a month, 5 million a year stores. Or you could look at it and be really inspired and be like, hey, like if they figured it out, like why can't I figure it out? And so like a big tip when it comes to that is like really connect with other sellers, like swipe up on people's stories, like try to help other sellers on Instagram, on TikTok, wherever you can connect with people, on Discord. You'd be surprised what you can learn from other sellers. And I learn stuff from other sellers every single day. And I get better at what I know because I help people every single day in some way or another. So yeah, just wanted to get on a call with Ben and talk about Amazon with you guys. Hope you guys have a great rest of the day and take care.